game. It's a rich thing.
Welcome back, guys. We took like a 2-month break, maybe a month break, I don't know. So we're back and we are continuing working on the engine to put into my buddy's car. So a lot of things changed. So the heads were put on, I think last time you've seen. We put the valve covers on, timing belt covers all on, everything's all on right now. We're about ready to, we got to do the rear main seal with the oil pan and put the harness back on, but we can't put the harness on because we're missing 2 caps. As you can see, right here and here is missing. I have no idea where they went. I didn't really remove any of this. This is more of a LAZ removed it, and then I'm just putting it back together. Yeah, everything's on here, all nice and like that. We did a valve adjustment and everything. Currently right now we are working on getting the oil pan removed off of this one, because I don't know if I showed it, but we ended up breaking the other oil pan on that current engine. So that engine that we're working on is going in here. Came out of the Type S, but it's going to go into this base model. That's what we're doing. And right now I just removed all the 10 mil bolts, and we're going to take this oil pan off, and we're going to reuse this oil pan. I'm pretty sure the base and Type S is the exact same. So we're going to pop that off, and then maybe take the oil sump out, the pump, because right here, I don't know if this got bent when we were prying it, so just in case we might swap it over to that base one. I don't think it matters, but yeah, it's an oil pickup is what I mean. That's what it is. So right now we're just gonna grab a pry bar right here, and we're gonna pop it off right now, because I'm gonna take it to my work and clean it up before we put it on this fresh engine. So that's what we're doing. And the way I lifted it up, because there's no manifold, I just put it around the cooling crossover pipe, and then around the actual main thing you pull the engine with. So technically it should just pop off. If not, maybe I forgot some bolts, but let's see. Make sure that everything I can think of looks good. Super crusty. Check over here. Looks like we got everything. Alright guys, I'm gonna pry it off with 2 hands and I'll be right back. Alright, and the only thing we're gonna keep is just this right here. It's just a pickup tube, just in case the other one got damaged while we were prying it that one day. Alright guys, so it looks like this has the same part number as the Type S one, so the oil pickup tube from the base will work. So we'll reuse that. Like I said, the only reason I'm replacing it just because we broke it trying to prop it off, and we didn't know it's held on by 2 screws when that plate we were trying to do. So we ended up breaking the oil pan. So just in case, we don't want to risk anything with this, so we're just going to replace it with the other one. Put the oil pan in here in this bag. I'm going to take it to work and clean it off. That way we can have a fresh new oil pan put on this engine. Other than that, we're just waiting for the caps on here. And once we put the caps on, we can put this back together and finally put the harness on and everything. So kind of what we're waiting for. We can't even put the We call it the power steering yet because we need one of the pieces of the harness goes here. So we're gonna come back to it soon. All right, while we're still waiting for some seals, like the cam seals, we're gonna be picking this engine up and doing the oil pan finally. Tends to be easy to do. I keep putting on the engine stand kind of incorrectly. Not incorrectly, it still works, but you put on the other side so you get to the oil pan. I keep forgetting to do it. So we're gonna go ahead and just lift it up, do the oil pan like that, and then we'll do the rear main. So we're gonna pop off all these and then do the rear main while it's in the air. So we're gonna knock out the oil pan today and the rear main seal. Should be pretty quick. Yeah, I'm gonna jack it up. We got the engine hoist right here. We're ready to do it. I couldn't get the engine hoist in the garage without going all the way around, and it's too lazy to do that. We're gonna do it right here, and then we'll put the engine hoist away afterward. We got it on the engine hoist. We're gonna try to make it quick, so we're gonna pop these off, get to the rear main seal, and we're gonna start taking all the oil pans off, and then just do a quick swap on that Honda bond. Boom, put that back in, torque it, and then the rear main seal also. So let's go ahead and remove that and remove the oil pan. All right, guys. So we got the new O-ring right here. We're gonna change the crossover too, just because we broke the oil pan and there's some pressure on it, so I don't want to risk anything. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this off, and you can see it's kind of, I think it's bent anyway because it's supposed to be in here. So we're gonna pull this off completely, clean this up, put this on. It already has a new O-ring on it anyway, and yeah, we'll continue this. All right, we put a new one on. Well, it's still used, but a new one for this motor on. The O-ring, 3 bolts, that's easy. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up all of this right here now, all the old Honda bond, and we're gonna place new Honda bond and put the new oil pan on. Once we get that done, well, actually, before we do that, let's actually take off the little cover, take the cover off, and go from there. I think there's an O-ring behind it. Hopefully there's not, but most likely there's going to be an O-ring behind it. If that's the case, then what sucks about it is that we need to order it. But let's see when we pull it off. Right, we're going to go over it one more time, but we got majority of it off. I'm going to keep going a little bit more, and then we want to get the oil pan on with some Honda bond. I really wanted to get the plate on first and then the Honda bond, but at this point it don't really matter too much. I really want to put the oil plate on, just be oil pan on, just because if this is going to be, how do you say it, I want to take it off the engine stand, so I gotta lay it down. So I'm gonna put a tire on it, obviously, but so we're gonna need an oil pan because I don't want nothing damaging. So we're gonna put the oil pan on at least we get that done, and then we gotta wait for the oil, the O-ring on that plate. So we need that O-ring on that plate. So this is gonna be on hold for a little bit. We still clean it up today, but we won't be able to do too much more after this, honestly. We got a nice oil pan ready to go, all cleaned up. So let's get this on. Oil pan is on, and it's been torqued to, which was 104 inch-pounds, so it's converted to 8.6 foot-pounds, which I just rounded up to 9. So everything's torqued down. You can see we're added a little bit here, but it was unnecessary because it's where the plate goes when we put the rear main seal. So I gotta get all of it cleaned off too. So that needs to be cleaned. So yeah, so basically done for today. We'll pick it up tomorrow. We just need to get that O-ring, and we can slap this back together, put it back on the stand, and wait for everything else to come in. So yeah, we still wait for the injector caps, some O-rings here and there, but mostly everything's finally done. But we just gotta get the rear main seal on. That's the other major thing on. But for now, we're gonna move some stuff around, put on this tire, because I don't want this falling down at all since we're done with it. For now, we'll leave it on the hoist but on the tire. But yeah, we'll continue this tomorrow. All right, we got the rear main seal off. Okay. So that's good. We're gonna just pop this out now. So I'll pop that out right now. It'll be easy. I put the new O-ring in. You don't have to do it right now, but here's the new one. I can't even get it out. Here's the old one right here, super flat. So you can see the difference. Look at this. So Now that everything's all cleaned up, we're gonna pop this out, put it on the bond, and we're gonna put it on the bond, and we'll put it on the engine.
Oh, you're scared?
Now we are torquing the bolts, all of them, even the two bottom ones right here, to 8.6, so I have it to 9 foot-pounds, and then we'll pop in the rear main seal. All right, rear main seal is going in. I have this random thing I use.
We call it the thingamajiggy.
The jiggers. Just like that, it's in. All right, Mythicalodians. All right, we're gonna put the flex plate on with some red Loctite and zap these on. Don't forget to torque them down. That's what I'm gonna do. And we're gonna put these on, and then yeah, don't forget the spacer goes in between. So guys, we are back here on the J35 swap base seal. So we are gonna be doing is replacing some O-rings on here on the injectors. He bought this kit on eBay, so I'll show you, put the link in the description for this. We're not gonna go too much. I know we're here, but I don't want to mess it up too much because I don't really do this too often. But we're gonna be replacing the caps. I already put one on here, and we're gonna be changing the O-rings on all these. So basically we're just gonna be using the caps and then just the green O-rings for now. Okay. I'm not too sure. I know these are probably like filters for the injectors, but no clue on how to do that. I'd rather just mess with what I know, which is just change the caps. The only reason why we wanted this kit is just for the caps, but since this is easy, we'll just replace the O-ring like I said. So change them all out, and we'll keep continuing this. New O-rings are on and new caps are on all of them. So now we go ahead and put this back on. And we got 2 cam caps we're gonna go ahead and replace. That one right there, and then we got another one around here somewhere, and we're gonna replace both of them. All right, we got new O-rings on these cam caps. We are gonna be putting it on this engine finally, and then we'll be able to put the injectors on because we put the caps on. So let's put these on, and then we'll keep continuing this. So you guys all know, the one with the bracket goes here, and then the one without the bracket goes down in there. We're ready, so close to pull this back together. So what I did is I used a vacuum with this taped onto it, and I sucked up because what I was afraid of was the caps that we had to replace on the injectors. Just 2 of them was missing. Where could they have went? So it ended up sucking up right there and actually got one out. The other one probably just fell off somewhere else because it's not in there. So now I'm ready to put the injectors in. So we got the injectors in. We have it mounted with the 8mm, and let's put 2 zip ties because we rewrapped the harness. So that's done. Now we can put the runner on, and we're basically done from up here, I believe. So we can start working on getting all this completed, and then we'll be getting ready to put this back into the motor. So let's go ahead and put the actual intake manifold on here. We already got the gasket, we just need the manifold, the top plate, put the throttle body on, and we're going to be starting to get all this tidied up together. Intake manifold on, top plate's on, about that. Next we're going to be going ahead and trying to work around with some of the sensors, so start getting all that connected. So like, you know, stuff like this goes there. I'm going to start cleaning this up a little bit. Saying goodbye. One last time.
We're driving down the street.
One last test drive.
Yeah. Cats and dogs in the car.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, cats. Probably cats still in here. He's all scared to jump off whenever the guy comes to food.
Alright. So,
My fresh 3.2 in here.
pull this. Right. Right now I'm going to push this one.
Does the back thing get a boot though?
Yeah, it should. This one should spin easy. One time? Pull this again.
I know for the one time they're gonna go with the clutch. toes. Watch my toes.
Okay. Now let's bring it back in again.
For the last time.
Last call. You want to keep it?
Hell no. That shit's already fucked. You already welded the fucking feet to the frame. Oh, that's them right there, I think.
Just in time.
Is it them?
And goodbye to LAZ's car. To picking it up. Haven't updated you guys on Chico's car. We upgraded you that very soon. But yep. It's the last of it right here.
There it is, man. Take them to the jumper or the trash. Take them to the trash place.
Now I'm taking it to work.
Take off. Bye, TL. We love you. Nobody can breathe. Right there.
Yeah, he just.
Goodbye, TL.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye, Everly.
Bye for everybody.